Hi, my name is Jordan, and I'm the president at Coalition Technologies. Coalition is one of the leading digital marketing agencies in the United States, and we have a lot of clients who are e-commerce brands. And so today we're going to be talking about a topic that's been near and dear to a lot of them in terms of their business's success, and that's e-commerce platform selection. Specifically, we're going to be talking about one of the most well-known names in e-commerce, and that's Shopify. Shopify is a very, very popular e-commerce platform. It's software as a service, and it's deployed on more e-commerce stores perhaps than any other e-commerce platform right now. We're going to be looking at Shopify's fundamental strengths and really dialing into why a lot of businesses should consider Shopify as their e-commerce platform of choice. I'm not going to dial into specific feature comparisons of Shopify to other platforms. Frankly, there's a few reasons why that's not necessarily the most productive area of conversation to begin looking at your e-commerce platforms. The reason for that is that each individual feature that is described in most sales processes by agencies or by the e-commerce platforms by themselves is often described in such a generic fashion that it's really hard to determine which particular e-commerce platform does exactly what you want and what you expect versus, again, what is presented in a sales demonstration. So these fundamentals really, I think, are important for most brands and other companies that work in the e-commerce space to figure out, because they are guiding principles that often indicate where a particular platform is going to go, where it's going to invest, and that often is going to tell a story as to whether or not it's really the platform that you want to tie your business to. So Shopify started out as a small business focused e-commerce platform and shopping cart. When it had its foundation, it really was dialing into people who already had an existing retail business or something akin to a retail business, and were looking at doing e-commerce as an early initiative in a way of growing their sales through a new marketing and sales channel. Now, over time, Shopify has moved downstream in some ways to focus more on micro merchants while still maintaining a great feature set for those small businesses. Now, the micro merchant focus has really been informative of how Shopify has thought about its development and its approach to building out new e-commerce features. One of Shopify's big strengths is it's probably the most approachable e-commerce platform for someone who is a novice or new to e-commerce, which frankly is a lot of the businesses that are trying e-commerce right now, mid-2020. Shopify has a huge wealth of documentation and support materials. The interface and the design in the back end for Shopify is very easy to use. The process of updating certain page designs using Shopify's page builder tool is very, very robust and very approachable. Shopify has a rather simplistic approach to discounts and some other functionality like catalog management. And all of those things, if you're a new business to e-commerce or if you're a new professional to e-commerce, make Shopify really, really appealing. Shopify understood that simplicity and ease of use are a value that you can bring to any brand and any company of size, and they're going to have a fixed or sort of abstract dollar value to that company. And so even if you are an enterprise company looking at moving to Shopify, you'll still find that that simplicity is going to have an appeal in terms of the ability to train your personnel to manage the e-commerce and support the e-commerce offering. And it frankly makes it quite a bit easier for you to scale your e-commerce offering because onboarding new people becomes that much easier because of Shopify's underlying focus on simplicity. Now, over time, Shopify has also incrementally added to its product and services so that it now includes payment solutions, fulfillment, and point of sale, and a range of other things. And this too helps in the simplicity discussion, in part because a lot of merchants are forced to make these sorts of decisions about who they want to go with for their business in e-commerce, and also with payments, and also with fulfillment, and also with point of sale, often in sort of a compressed period of time. And that can create a lot of headaches and a lot of frustrations for many, many brands and many people. And so Shopify has made that process that much simpler by standing up these additional solutions. So really, that's one of the key advantages that you'll find with Shopify is this commitment to simplicity. They do really emphasize their ability to reduce headaches as part of what they're attempting in terms of their e-commerce development processes and workflows and where they're putting their development dollars. And ultimately, again, if you are a business that is newer to e-commerce, that has a more simplistic product need like a newer e-commerce business, Shopify is almost impossible to go wrong with. And sort of that's a really great safety net to be able to trust in, since, again, most of us will have had encounters with different software solutions over time where we're several weeks into onboarding or development, we find out that there's a significant hang-up. And frankly, Shopify has very few of those. So those are the fundamental reasons that we think Shopify is a great fit for many businesses. We think this is part of the driver for it being so popular, and ultimately can really support a lot of different businesses of a lot of different sizes. If you have specific questions about how Shopify approaches certain features, or you'd like a more in-depth comparison of Shopify to other platforms, please let us know. We will be covering some of the industry-specific strengths of Shopify and industry-specific strengths of other platforms in coming content posts. And we would love to be able to address your questions as we produce those. So thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free again to click on the blog link in the YouTube description and reach out to us through the contact form or phone number or email addresses we have listed there.